Welcome, and accounts here for the Rabbit Hole Designs. Today we're going to create this one shaker card. Let's go to the products I used to create this shaker card. We're using the stamp set called Meaningful Meerkat. This is a 4x6 stamp set, and it has 3 large images and several sentiments. It has 2 meerkats and a bouquet. It has sentiments like wish sympathy and love, just because, get well wishes for you and from me. Today we'll be using the just because. We're going to use this little meerkat holding his bouquet of flowers. We're also going to be using our new A2 Shaker Acetate Sheets. These create a shaker pocket for you. They have adhesive on all 4 sides on these little flaps, and they will help you create what we call the infinity shaker. It goes across the entire face of your card, and it makes it super easy, so no foam required or any of that stuff. You'll see here how quick and easy it is to create with these. I have some sequins from my stash, and this is like a spring mix. It has a good variety of colors and purples and yellows and golds, blues, greens, little oranges, all those nice soft pastel spring colors. So I'm going to pour some here into my little triangle dish, and I'll set that aside for our shaker. So let me bring in my components here. I have my little meerkat, which is I stamped and colored and cut off part. And I did him in soft warm grays, and his little bouquet of flowers I did in soft purples. And I put some foam adhesive on the back, so he's all ready to go. I also have the shaker pocket. Now the shaker pocket, as you can see, looks kind of dull. All you have to do is remove this protective film. It's there to keep your shaker from getting all scratched. And it also has that little sticker in the middle. So all you have to do is remove that little plastic, and then you'll have a nice clear shaker pocket. Now for our background, I'm going to use some plain cardstock, and this is a nice cream colored. Now here's a quick tip. The shaker pocket is an A2 size, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Just trim a hair off all the sides, just so that, well, at least 2 sides, just so that it fits nicely. So when you flip the flaps over and adhere them to the back of your cardstock, it doesn't buckle. Just a smidgen. I mean, just need a little hair off, and just keep testing it. Make sure that your paper doesn't buckle. Now I die cut a small semicircle of purple cardstock. That will be where our little meerkat will sit. And I stamped my sentiment on some of the same cream cardstock and backed it with some of that purple cardstock. And I have my A2 card base, which is made out of 110-pound cardstock. So I'm going to move all my components over, and I'm going to remove this film because we don't need it. There we go, get it all off. It's super easy. Just peel the little corner and just take it off. So, although my desk is clean, or cleanish, I have a silicone mat on there, that gray mat you see, and things still stick to it. And I do not want anything that may be on there sticking onto my acetate. So I'm going to put a piece of some paper towel down. I'll use it to wipe the acetate to make sure there's nothing sticking to it. And I'm going to work on that just for a few seconds while we get our shaker pocket created. So all you do is you place your background, whether it's cardstock or pattern paper, inside your pocket. You're going to remove 3 of those backings off 3 of the panels, or 3 of the little flippy ends. Then you're going to press them onto your cardstock or pattern paper. And I'm going to reinforce that using my bone folder. You don't have to, because it holds nicely, but I like to reinforce everything. Now, you leave 1, like I said, you only did 3, so that creates your nice little pocket. You fill your sequins in it. I feel like I need more sequins, so I'm going to grab some more, pour it into my tray. Only reason I'm pouring it into my tray just makes it easier to pour it into the pocket. Test it again. Yep, I like how much I have in there. And now I remove the backing of my last little flap, and then press it into place, reinforce it, and our shaker portion is complete. It's that easy. That quick, that easy. No foam to put around, any of that stuff. So to adhere your pocket to your card base, use the adhesive you like best. I recommend some good strong double-sided tape. I'm using some tear tape here. You can like score tape or anything like that. Use what you feel comfortable using. So I'm going to go ahead and put some in the center and all along the perimeter. And then I'm going to go ahead and remove the backing of all that. And then I'm going to place this onto our card base. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, since I'm doing this on camera and I'm rushing a bit, I didn't get it quite centered. So I will trim off any excess off the top and get that quite on my card. I'll fix it off screen. You don't have to worry about watching me struggle on screen. But just take your time getting your panel onto your card base, just like you normally would for any card. So like I said, I remove all the backing. Here's my little shaker, bring in my card base and get it on there. Once it's on there, you're ready to decorate your panel, your front of your card. So I have my rest of my components, and I'm going to adhere that little semicircle to the bottom of my card front, and I'm going to use Barely Art glue. I like using wet glue even on acetate, and Barely Art glue is one of those really good strong adhesive. And if I have a little bit of ooze, I have a damp paper towel on the side that I can just wipe off any excess, and it cleans off nicely. Now if you don't feel comfortable with that, just use the adhesive you feel most comfortable with. So I'm going to go ahead and press that into place. Once I have that, I will remove the foam backing from our little meerkat, and I will stick that onto our semicircle. And I'm just going to take my time removing all the backing off the bat. Now, what I love about this stamp set, you have those three great images. You have the two meerkats. One, she has a beautiful crown of flowers on her head, and then you have that bouquet in the pot with that beautiful bow. And you have these great sentiments like with sympathy and love and get well. I'm going to create another card on my own here, and I'm going to use the bouquet in a pot with the get well soon for a friend who's not feeling so great. So you have some whimsical images with the little meerkat, but then you have a beautiful image to do a more sophisticated style card. And I love that the sentiments mix the two fonts, a straight font and a cursive font. Alright, so now that our meerkat is on, I'm going to remove that paper towel. We don't need it anymore. And I'm going to adhere our sentiment, which I've also put some foam adhesive onto. And I'm just removing the backing so that I can go ahead and adhere it to the top left hand corner. So there it is, our shaker card is complete. I'm going to do some finishing touches. This is optional because you have enough shimmer and shine with all that sequins back there, but I'm going to put a few sequins, one by the sentiment and a few around our meerkat. Now, if you don't like sequins on the outside of your card, you don't mind them in a shaker, use what you feel comfortable, whether you like gems, enamel dots, Nouveau drops, whatever it is, use that if you like something on the outside. If you don't like something on the outside, don't put anything. It's your card, design it how you like. I'm just giving you some ideas. So I'm going to fuss a bit here just to figure out where I want to put these last little sequins, and I'm going to end up putting one above his head, one near towards the bottom left by his tail there, one by the bottom right, and like I said, one by the sentiment. Again, these shaker pockets make everything so quick, so easy. Before, when you make a normal shaker, you need like foam adhesive, you need your acetate or anything to create your window. You have to die cut or cut a window. This eliminates all of that. Quick, easy, done. You get all the fun bang for the shaker without all the extra things or components you need to create that shaker. So we're putting the last little bit here. Put my last sequin in here. Once I get that to stick, we are complete. That quick and easy. Especially if you stamp in color images all the time, you'll have them ready to go. So there's our shaker card. How fun is that? And it'll be a nice, fun surprise for anyone who receives this card. So again, let's go over what we used. We used the A2 Shaker Acetate Sheets. These are TRH, A2 SP, and then we used the Meaningful Meerkat stamp set, which is a 4x6 stamp set, which is TRH200. Now, I know I threw a lot of information out to you. I will have these linked in the description box below to take you straight to the shop for you to pick them up, so it's easy shopping for you. I would like to thank you for being here. I hope you found some inspiration. Don't forget to stop by the shop and to see plenty of inspiration from our design team.